Introducing the next event on the track, which is event 208. This is now has been collapsed into one race. This is the girls under 14 1500 metres. This is a straight final. Athletes from Station 1, Celestine from Seaford. 2, Georgia from Essendon. 3, Darcy from Warragul. 4, Rosie from Wodonga. 5, Alla from Doncaster. 6, Madison from Traralgon. 7, Alla from Whittlesea City. 8, Sarah from Chelsea. 9, Charlotte from Keilor. 10, Annalise from Doncaster. 11, Lucinda from Diamond Valley. 12, Chelsea from Caulfield. 13, Orla from Sandringham. 14, Emma from Ringwood. 15, Alicia from Coburg. 16, Annabelle from Box Hill. 17, Alicia from Ballarat. 18, Kushi from Box Hill. 19, Lara from Wonthaggi. 20, Hayley from Lavington Gindera. 21, Rachel from Doncaster. 22, Ella from Caulfield. 23, Bayer from Wonthaggi. And in station 24, Poppy from Coburg.
On your marks.
Fastest qualifier in this event comes from Sandringham, which is Orla. Second fastest qualifier is Rachel White, who you can see just there, just taking the lead right now from Doncaster. You see the Wonthaggi athletes running really wide there, trying to get a front position. This is it's a full field. So you would expect some movement in the earlier stages of this race just to find a position for these athletes.
So they would be going for about 76 seconds through each 400 metres to try and get them through to 4:48. Now, as you were saying, it's just Orla that comes in with that kind of time. But you can tell the pack isn't fully spread out just yet. It's slowly to the top half of it is still grouped up a little bit. So they're not on super quick pace at the moment, but we'll see how they go coming through 400 metres. Looking for that 76 seconds.
So you can see Orla just slowly making her way towards the front. She's letting the Wonthaggi athletes sort of tear out at the start. So she's done that now, but we've got Rachel White tucked in behind her as well. So you can see Orla just on her shoulder. You can also see the wide berth there of the Lavington Gindera athlete in Hayley. Just moving into a more comfortable position there on the inside of the track. So we've dropped back on one of the Wonthaggi athletes. The first is still out there in front at the moment with Orla, closely followed behind Rachel. And then we have Hayley from Lavington Gindera also just moving in with those top four, the front four group. Kushi's also sitting there nice and comfortably in currently 5th place with her fellow Box Hill compatriot Annabelle there too. Got the movement as well from the Ballarat athlete Alicia Buckland, who we expected to also come up in there. Some of these seeded athletes that came into this race ran the AV Championships, and they were all very, very close in the minor placings for their positions.
It's great to see a lot of these athletes doing multiple events across the weekend as well. You can recognise quite a few of the names.
A front group of 5. We haven't seen a race like this yet in the 1500s yet today, Lachlan, where there's been a really distinguished leader at any point in time, but there's a group of 5. It's going to be really hot contested with this last lap as they come around with around about 650 metres to go. Sorry, 550 metres to go, my apologies.
So it'll be interesting to see, as these girls are a little bit older now, they would be able to tactically think through their race. What would have changed when they found out that it was going from 2-time finals to a straight final?
So do you see a bit of a move by Kushi from Box Hill? She's not too impressed with the pace right now, so she's going to sort of jump out and take the lead now in this final stage.
You're going to really start to see the athletes that want to hold on with a slower pace as long as possible because they know that they've got a bit of a kick or a speed element to their racing. But tends to be the ones that have a bit more of the endurance and can maintain a faster pace over a longer time will try and go a bit earlier. So we might have seen this from our Box Hill athlete. Wanted to go at 400 metres, might not, and I don't know, but might not have the fastest sprinting ability, but went with 400 to try and tire a few of them out. And as you can see, the race has gone from being down to 5 athletes to top 3 now. So we've lost the 4th and 5th off the back of the pack, and it's a battle of the 3 we can see on screen at the moment.
It does look like Orla. I think he's going to have a really strong finish here, but we'll just see. But we did say Kushi had before made a really good move. Lachlan mentioned that she timed it well, and it really looks like she's going to hold this off. Rachel White tried to move around the 1500-metre mark, but whether it was too early or not, she's going to try and close it in. But line honours go definitely to Kushi here. She ran that race really tactically very well. Orla in second, Rachel in third. And well done to the athlete Hayley from LAVicTV Jindira. She actually ran a really well race as well. And also, not to forget our Wonthaggi athlete, who did basically take the lead for the majority of that race there. So we'll see our final competitors making their way across the line now. Chelsea Whittle, who ran a really good 800 yesterday. And some really nice strong finishes now by the girls here in the under 14 girls 1500 metre event.